Big money needs to get pizzade.
Perfect, okay. All right, next one.
I don't want to read that one word.
Okay.
The next one here.
Well, change the word. Change it to ladies.
Okay. Which one of you ladies is going to go get me a hamburger? It's hamburger.
Wait, what?
What is a hamburger?
It's what you eat at McDonald's. How do you spell it?
What do you? Now I'm really confused. Hamburger? What is that?
That's what you get. It's like a hamburger you get at McDonald's. That's what you eat. That's what you eat.
No, hamburger.
You don't eat it with your hand.
You don't know how to spell hamburger?
I never. It's hamburger. Like it's not made of ham though.
Yeah, no, but it's called a hamburger.
Let me write this down.
You have hamburger.
I really never knew that.
You
I
thought
never
it was.
noticed that.
You thought this whole time the word is handburger.
I've always thought it was hamburger. Yeah, why?
Well, how old are you?
I'm 38.
And you just realized now that the word is not hamburger. But
I guess I never wrote it down or anything.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, go ahead to the next one.
Which one of you ladies is going to go get me a hamburger?
Lay into it more. No, it sounds like you're reading. Lay into it more.
Which one of you ladies is going to go get me a hamburger?
That's great. Okay. All right, next one.
Ugh. My pimpmobile needs to be detailed. Which one of you skanks is going to do it?
That's perfect. Okay. All right, now the next one.
I'm going to change that word, too. I'm not comfortable saying you've...
but it's only initials, though.
Yeah, I'm still not comfortable saying it.
You're difficult.
Which one of you... I'm going to say jerks.
Okay.
Which one of you jerks stole my hot dog?
No, you got to be mad. Like, they did steal your hot dog.
Which one of you jerks stole my hot dog?
Perfect. Okay, now the final one.
Where's Pippin?
Meaner.
Where's Pippin?
That's great.
Who's Pippin?
Pippin is Big Money's pet ferret. I'm actually doing his voice.
His pet ferret?
Yeah.
What is the voice of Pippin like?
It's something like this. It's something... I haven't really perfected yet, but it's something like, "What up, Big Money? You getting pizzade? Can you set me up with some rails, my man?"
So it's a ferret who's trying to do coke?
Well, he does a lot of stuff, yeah. Why?
He's a ferret.
Well, we kind of fudge the boundaries of reality and fantasy in this thing.
With say that. The boundaries of reality and what? Fantasy?
The boundaries of reality and fantasy, yes.
Oh, what? What are you doing to the English language?
What do you mean?
Fantasy, hamburger, salty Arabia.
Oh, you're busting my hump, and I don't like it.
Well, it's too. I read your stupid line, so you got to destroy that tape.
Well, if you'll recall, I never said Todd Hutchins. I said Todd Hutchins. So...
Yeah.
All's fair. Sorry about that. Hey, one other thing.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in being the face/pitch man for our new line of legal weed, faux nugs.
For what? What is legal weed?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What is legal weed?
Well, between you and me, it actually is weed.
Uh-huh.
But don't tell anyone, okay?
So how are you selling it?
Basically, we treat it so it doesn't smell at all like weed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it does the job.
And what is it called?
It's called faux nugs.
Faux nugs.
Yeah.
So how are you going to sell this stuff?
We sell it in head shops, but like I said, it doesn't smell like weed, and also it's purple.
Uh-huh. So people think it's like joke weed or something?
Or like incense, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But then the word gets out that it is actually dubage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then you hopefully get locked up for pushing drugs.
Oh, you squeal on me and I'll get Yuri to give you a tour of the Jersey marshlands, you creep.
Yuri?
Yeah.
Who's Yuri?
He's one of my enforcers.
Uh-huh.
He's this soulless bastard from Siberia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I once saw him shove Fred Savage's face in a toilet.
The guy from Wonder Years.
Exactly. Fred was pawing one of my skanks at this party.
Ugh.
He paid the price.
I hate this, and I really don't want to be associated with this. And I got to say, I'm really kind of disgusted at how far you've fallen.
What do you mean?
What do you have gone from being this guy. Here, I want you to just see what this brings. Listen to this.
Welcome to the Wunderkammer radio podcast. I apologize for the break between podcasts, but with the holidays and other things going on, it just escaped me until tonight. So if you're coming back, I appreciate it. Thank you. And the song that we just heard was from the Blood Brothers, and it's called Nausea Shreds Your Head, and that's from their 2007 album, Young Machetes. And before that was an excerpt from a caller named Todd Hutchins, who was calling the best show on WFMU. He was kind of the self-proclaimed miracle man from Missouri who survived being thrown in a car several miles in a tornado. And after he got that story out, then the call started to take a weird turn, and that's kind of where we popped in with the excerpt, was when the call was kind of in its weird turn. And tonight we're going to do something different. There's not going to be any more music. We are going to listen to some more items from the best show on WFMU. And if you're not familiar with it, it is a show that used to be on a radio show station in New Jersey named WFMU on Tuesday nights from 9 to midnight. And the host is named Tom Sharpling, and he plays music and has people call in and has guests like comedians and other people. And it's a very fun show. And what got me hooked on the best show, and it didn't really even get me hooked on it, but back in 2002, while searching for some Mr. Bungle tracks on some file sharing site, I found a track called Angry Mr. Bungle Fan. And when I had listened to it the first time, I had no idea what to make of it. It was so weird, and I understood everything that was going on, but there was just some weird element to it that I wasn't getting. And I kind of forgot about it for a while. And a few months later, got back to it and decided to look into where it came from. And I remember it taking me a long time to figure out that it came from a radio show called The Best Show. And I started looking into The Best Show and looking a little more detailed at it, and holy smokes, I got hooked instantly. So what we are going to hear tonight are a series of calls from a caller named Gavin, who is the Angry Mr. Bungle fan from the first track I ever heard from The Best Show. And he called back a few years later. Well, this first call is from September 25th, 2001. And then the subsequent two are from August 13th and August 26th, 2003. And interspersed between those, I'm going to play a few crank calls he made to The Best Show that are very short, but I just didn't want to run 3 Gavin calls altogether. So I hope you enjoy all of this, and I may be back after it's all over. I'm going to let this all run as one thing, so maybe it kind of runs as its own little mini Best Show based on Gavin. Alright, I hope you enjoy. Oh, and before I forget, The Best Show on WFMU had a 13-year run starting in 2000. It ended in 2013. However, it is back at bestshow.net and it's same time, Tuesdays 9 to midnight. Tom's doing the same show again. So if you like this sample, please make sure you check out his new show. And there are archives of the 13 years. Almost every show he did is at wfmu.org if you search for The Best Show archives. All right, thanks. And now on to the Gavin stuff. Thank you.
So let's go to the phones. Oh. WFMU, you're on the air. FMU, you're on the air. Oh. That didn't work. Hold on. WFMU, you're on the air.
Tom?
Yes?
What's up?
How you doing?
Doing all right. This is Gavin. How's it going?
Oh, going pretty good, Gavin. So how are things on your end?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I've been staying in a little bit lately, and I've been listening to some of your archived shows on the computer.
Oh, that's fantastic. Which everybody, you can go to wfmu.org and visit the. I think there's an archive page if you just poke around.
Right.
So you.
And I was listening today to the one show where you challenge your listeners to come up with a Zappa song that's good. So you don't like Zappa, huh?
No, I'm not a fan of Frank Zappa at all. That was, I guess, a couple months ago, maybe, that show?
Yeah, I think so.
So...
Well, I'm personally a fan, but I guess I can kind of understand where you're coming from, but...
Okay, I mean, it's not my thing, you know, it doesn't do it for me.
I mean, if you don't like Zappa, I mean, something you might want to try out is, the logical progression from Zappa was obviously Mr. Bungle. You might want to try them out.
Yeah, I've heard Mr. Bungle. I don't like Mr. Bungle either.
What do you mean?
I kind of didn't like the music I heard. I don't like Mr. Bungle.
Well, I mean, have you heard over a minute and a half of Mr. Bungle?
I've heard a couple songs. I mean, it was kind of...
obviously, they jump around to about 5 different genres within a minute. I mean, you know.
I think that was... Yeah, I definitely have heard Mr. Bungle, and it's just kind of too busy and kind of all over the map for me. That's
you got to respect what they're doing. I mean...
For what? For what Mr. Bungle are doing?
You got to respect. I mean, even if you might not like it sonically, but you got to respect the musicianship.
I mean, they're good musicians. I guess, but I think they overplay. I mean, you don't think they overplay at all?
No, I think it's really wicked what they do. I mean,
I would say they overplay. You know, that it's kind of show off ish. You know, to play that.
Well, have you heard? Okay, there's a spin-off band. It's like a little. I mean, maybe you want something a little weirder. I mean, I don't see how you can really get too much weirder than Mr. Bungle, but maybe you want something like like the Secret Chiefs. Have you heard them?
The Secret Chiefs?
Yes.
Yeah, I have heard the Secret Chiefs. That's not exactly my...
Pretty killer. Oh, you don't like that either?
Not really. I mean, I think I heard one thing I liked.
Well, what about the Zorn connection?
To what?
To Bungle and the Chiefs. And Mike Patton. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I know who...
Obviously, Zorn is the barometer by which credibility is to be measured.
Yes, I would disagree with that vaguely. I think I'm not a big John Zorn.
Without Zorn, there would be no Buckethead.
Oh, I'll take that. I mean,
what do you mean you'll take?
I mean it's. I don't know if that's. I don't know if you're exactly doing John Zorn a great, a great service by blaming Buckethead on him.
So you don't like Buckethead?
No.
I mean, you got to respect the way that guy plays, though. You have to respect it.
No, I really don't have to respect it. I don't have to respect what. I don't have to respect what the guy does. If the guy overplays, he overplays. I mean, that's just like Frank Zappa, where it's
so weird, though.
But if it's.
I mean, it's so weird. But it's awesome.
But weird. What does weird? I mean. Weird for its own sake. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, what does that matter? Weird. If it's just deliberately weird and it doesn't do anything other than be weird.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, what do you think about Alice Donut?
I really don't like Alice Donut.
You got to be kidding me.
No, absolutely not. I'm not a.
They're really wicked.
You know, I mean, it's just like over virtuosity. It's. I don't know.
You don't like Alice Donut?
No, not. I hate Alice Donut.
Oh, I mean, what did you like the buttholes?
You know, I kind of thought I was never the biggest fan, and I guess maybe I missed their heyday seeing them live. You know, and I thought, you know, I think the records are interesting. The early stuff is good, but I just think they also have, you know, made a career out of going way out of their way to.
I mean, how can you discredit, you know, like something like this? I mean, like, have you heard the Widowmaker EP? I mean, listen to this right here. Check it out. Check this out.
Okay, I'm checking it out.
You hear that?
Yeah.
You hear that? That's a bong. They recorded a bong.
What, an actual bong is on the record?
Yeah, they recorded somebody smoking pot out of a bong. That's awesome.
You know, that's not much of a big deal. I mean, is that a big deal to you?
I mean, they were one of the first to do that.
But again, that it's like what?
Have you ever heard Lard?
That's the Jello Biafra thing, right?
Right, with Al Jurgensen from Ministry, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
You don't like that?
No.
What do you like? You like real obscure stuff? I mean, I like some stuff that pretty much got overlooked, you know, over the past 10 years.
Like what?
That I think's real good, like Boot Sauce. Have you ever checked them out?
See, that again is just, that's not my cup of tea at all. Like Boot Sauce. I just don't like that stuff where it's real flashy and showy, and it's kind of like wanky.
You ever heard Sausage?
Yeah, that was this another side project. Who was it? Like Les Claypool.
It was Les Claypool from Primus. It was awesome. You ever heard that record?
The Sausage record. I heard it in passing, and I did not like it.
What do you think about Primus? I mean, you like Primus, right?
No. Oh God, no.
Really?
No.
So you don't like Mr. Bungle, and you don't like Primus.
No, I don't. I don't like either band at all.
Okay.
I mean, do you
I'm
don't...
trying to get kind of a handle on your taste here. I mean, it's kind of a little bit boggling to me. I mean, do you like? What about the Monks of Doom? You like that stuff?
No, that's the guy from Camper Van Beethoven, I think.
Yeah.
No, I don't like
Awesome.
that at all.
You like No Means No? I mean, you gotta like No Means No.
No, I don't. No,
You gotta respect what they're doing.
I don't.
I mean,
why do I have to respect what they're doing? Tell me why I have to respect it. I mean,
it's all over the place, man. Especially with Bungle, man. It's all over the place. I mean, they jump from like cabaret music to like grindcore to like a cappella to torch songs. I mean, within like 30 seconds, man. You gotta dig that, man. You gotta respect it.
No, I don't have to respect it at all. Who cares? I mean, that's not my problem that it goes all over the place. I mean, it's like,
stop it. Sorry, my cat was playing with my dreads.
No, well, I'm sorry. I hope you're okay, but I just no, I don't have to.
Have you heard Phantomus?
Who is it?
Phantomus.
No, who was that?
It's Mike Patton from Bungle, of course, and Buzzo from the Melvins.
No, I never heard
Dave
of that.
Lombardo from Slayer.
No, I've never heard it. Is it on his label, on Mike Patton's label? Ipecac?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, well, I don't see that whole genre of people just like overplaying and being deliberately weird and jumping from style to style for only to show that they can jump from style to style is not my kind of music at all.
So, I mean, you're just not, like, slightly in awe of, like, just...
Not in the slightest.
The incredible musicianship of these people.
Absolutely not. I think that's nothing impressive at all. It's, good for them that they can play, and they can play, and they are sure to remind you of it at every possible opportunity. I mean, there is something to be said for subtlety and not necessarily...
I think I don't know, like, I think Buckethead is pretty subtle.
I don't think so at all. I mean, that stuff is just like kind of, like you get beat over the head with the guy's ability. I mean, that's part of, ability is one thing, but taste is another thing. Just being able to do things in a tasteful way where you're just not so insecure that you have to show that you can play at every opportunity.
Huh.
I mean, do you see what I'm saying?
Not really, man.
So you think I'm being too hard on?
Well, you know what though? I mean, I don't think you're being hard on anybody. I mean, I guess I have to come to the realization that there's people that just don't get it.
I
mean,
I think I do.
Like, it's gonna go over some people's heads.
I'm sure
Bungle's going to go over some people's heads. I mean,
it's not going over my head though.
Well,
I'm sure I get what they're trying to do. I just don't like it. I mean,
so you can pick out all the influences, like when they're jumping around, and you can identify where they're coming from.
You mean style to style?
Or just anything. I mean, so you think you got a handle on the Bungle aesthetic, is what you're saying?
I don't like it. I mean, I think I can follow what they're doing. I think they overplay and they're just like trying to just jump from style to style just to show that they can do it.
I think I'm going to be able to. I mean, I think eventually I'm going to be able to turn you on to something I like. I mean, certainly we have an aesthetic meeting ground here. I mean, all right. Have you heard Oysterhead?
Yes.
You know what that is?
Yeah, that's
Les Claypool from Primus, Trey from Fish, and Stuart Copeland from the Police.
Yeah, I
think you'd like that stuff.
I have actually heard that in passing. I didn't like it at all.
I mean, that's pretty subtle.
I don't think that's not subtle at all, that music. That's like so showy and grandiose. I mean, you don't see what I'm talking about at all.
I mean, what, like, it's bad that a guy can play? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not bad
like
that a
it's
guy
bad
can...
to be able to play your instrument?
No, no, not at all. If you can play your instrument, perfect. I just don't think it's, I just don't think you have to just be so flashy with it and just it's like so childish in a way.
Huh.
I mean, I wish I could just get it across to you what I mean by that.
But you like Alice Donut, right?
No, I said I don't like Alice Donut.
But it's so weird, man.
But it's weird and
so out there.
But they know how out there they're trying to make it. Do you see what I'm talking about at all? That they are.
I mean, when I hear something good, I know I hear something good. I mean, it's just.
Well, that's how it works for a lot of people. I'm glad you like that music.
Have you heard the new Victims Family record?
No, I haven't.
Apocalypse?
No, I have heard Victims Family before, though, and I'm not a fan.
Oh, of course. I mean, I might as well come to expect that by now, that you're not going to be a fan of good music.
Well, now, see, I like the music I think is good.
Yeah, okay.
And the stuff that you like, you think is good, and that's fine for you. I'm glad you found music that you enjoy.
How about 247 Spies?
I don't like them at all. That's bad.
It's wicked. I mean, come on.
What is so wicked about it?
Just the way they play, man. They're so tight.
They're tight? I mean, again, there's bands that are tight that are,
10 years ago, I saw Tragic Mulatto and 247 Spies together, and I think my mind is still blown from that.
I'm glad for you. I don't begrudge you liking what you like one iota. I don't know why you feel the need to sell me on this music. I mean, if I don't like it, I don't like it.
Well, I mean, see, I just don't. Whatever. I guess there's people. It's going to go. Like I said before, it's going to go over some people's heads. I mean, some people walk around with a giant space above their heads, and that's where everything goes.
See, I think you're also simplifying it. So because I don't like it, you're trying to put me down on some level.
No, there's people that are not going to understand it. That's the thing. There's people that are just bungle is way too out there for some people. And, I mean, that's just the way it's going to be, man. I guess.
I mean, I get exactly what they're trying to do. I just don't like it. Am I not entitled to that? I'm not entitled not to like it?
You can, I guess, keep listening to your, Foo Fighters or whatever.
I don't like the Foo Fighters.
Okay, yeah, all right.
The Foo Fighters? I mean, what would make you think I like Foo Fighters?
I don't know, man. I'm just thinking of like some real normal stuff that somebody like you might do.
Oh, so I'm Mr. Normal, according to you.
I think so. I mean, obviously, I run down, I'm throwing some names at you. You don't like them. And, I think you're kind of a square.
Square. I'm a square because
You're kind of like the prince of mediocrity.
Oh, so I'm sorry, and I guess you are the prince of just diversity and
no, man,
now
I can hear it, man. I can just hear it.
You can hear what?
I can hear it. I can appreciate it. See, I can respect.
It's like you're stuck at the like. It's like you're a 14-year-old though. It's like you just.
Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of 14-year-olds who can, understand, like the first Primus record, or,
I mean, what do you think? Only a PhD? You think you need a PhD?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Do you need a PhD to understand Primus? I mean, did I miss out on the basic requirements?
I mean, yeah, I think I'll go. I guess if I go over to my 14-year-old brother's house right now, he'll be. Rocking out to some Big Chief or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. I mean, the music you like is just so self-consciously clever, and that never does it for me.
Huh. Well,
I mean,
some people enjoy intelligence in their music. And that, you know,
I enjoy intelligence. I think that music is it's like a false form of intelligence. It's like the guy who reads Stephen King books and thinks he's well read just because he's reading a book. Like, you listen to music that's just that's got
yeah, I don't
some...
guess you like jazz. Obviously you don't like jazz if you don't like any of this stuff.
No, I like jazz. I mean, what? The stuff you like is not jazz. I'm sorry to tell you that. I mean, am I breaking this to you? That
there's a lot of jazz in what I listen to, man.
No, there's probably a lot of pseudo jazz, where people think they're being.
So Zorn's a pseudo jazz musician.
Absolutely.
Zorn's not a real jazz musician.
I would agree with that.
You would.
He's not a real jazz guy. No.
Okay.
Or you think he's just like a straight, hardline jazz guy?
Obviously.
You
ever heard the guy play?
I have heard his records, yeah, and it just, more power to him, I guess. But it's not my thing, and I don't think it's jazz.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm real glad folks like you, have radio shows,
Oh, so I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't have a show then.
I'm real glad guys that know so much about music have radio shows.
Oh, well, I get what you're trying to infer, and I really don't appreciate it.
Okay, well, yeah, you lost one listener.
Boo. Well, goodbye.
Bye now.
So long forever. Oh, well, that's a great way to start the show off. FMU, you're on the air.
Hi. This is Stan at Video Town. I was just calling to let you know that a copy of Cruisin' that you rented has been out for 436 days.
Wait, a copy of what?
Cruisin' that you rented has been out for 436 days.
Wait, what video store is this?
Video Town.
I don't think
Also, a copy of Bette Midler's The Rose has been rented out on your account for 235 days.
I don't think I rented. I don't think I've rented either of those movies.
I think you have, sir.
So Cruisin', I've had Cruisin' out for almost a year and a half.
Yeah, hold on. It says something else here on your file too. It says that you've been cranked by the crank dog. The crank dog just took a bite out of your ass on Z99. Hey, who am I talking to?
This is Tom.
Hey, Tom, how's it going? This is the Brick on Z99. Thanks for playing along there, a little thing we do on the Gnarly Nighttime.
Wait, what is that thing you do?
This is our little show, the Gnarly Nighttime.
The Gnarly Nighttime?
Right,
and
that was the crank dog.
The crank... Wait, I do a thing called Doc Shock here.
Oh, really?
How long have you been doing the crank dog?
A couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've been doing this Doc Shock thing for a few months now.
Whoa.
So what do you guys? You guys biting my act? You biting my...
I've never heard this thing, whatever you're talking about.
You're biting my
what,
style?
You're like a pirate radio station or something,
no, it's
right?
Not, it's not pirate radio. No, it's a listener-supported station. It's not pirate radio. Yeah, it's pirate radio. We're on a boat broadcasting from 15 miles off the coast.
Is it rated ARG?
Rated what?
ARG.
Oh, so that's like a play on something being rated R.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, anyway, I'm just putting you in the running for putting you in the ballot here. A couple of tickets
for
go
what?
See Drowning Pool.
A couple tickets to go see Drowning Pool.
Yeah, for just playing along with the crank dog earlier.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Tell me you heard it on Z99.
Z99, that's right.
Gnarly Nighttime.
That's where we heard it.
I'm the Brick.
You're the Brick.
I'm the Brick.
Thanks.
And you're who?
What's that?
You're who?
I'm Tom. And you're calling my radio show.
Oh, well. All right. Well.
All right, Brick.
I guess this is it.
Thanks, Brick.
You're Doc who?
Doc Shock.
Doc Shock.
Yeah.
Never heard of you.
Yeah. Oh well. Guess what? Right back at you, Brick.
Well, all right. You want go toe to toe with some
Well, what kind of show do you do? Like an outrageous thing where you prank people and then what do you do? Dirty jokes and stuff like that?
Man, we do all kinds of stuff up here.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Well, we do all kinds of stuff up here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I bet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I bet you'd like to know what kind of stuff we do up here. So you could start doing it in 3 weeks.
Repair the heater in whatever attic you're broadcasting that radio show from.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, what market are you in?
I'm sorry, what?
What market are you in?
Z99.
Yeah,
Z99.
Oh, Z99. That's a New York station?
New Jersey, New York.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I guess you are the big time, and we're just a little thing here. So, how's it feel to be stealing things wholesale from little rickety stations?
Man.
Crank dog.
Man.
What?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Here, man, get defeated.
Yeah.
And
hey, crank dog.
What's that?
Get off my phone.
Oh.
There we go. Good riddance to bad trash. Crank dog. Z99. Great. So now my the Doc Shock thing is being stolen. That's fantastic. Great. Hey, I got told, yes, I am speaking in the third person. And the interrupting last week made me cringe for the entire hour and a half Sam Cedar was on. It was painful. I'm sorry. I got no time for your antics. FMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'd like to be the first person to welcome you back from your lunch break.
From my lunch break?
Yeah, I've been on hold for 20 minutes or so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But, hey.
A lot of calls tonight.
Yeah. So what's up with you dissing Primus?
What's up with me dissing Primus?
Uh-huh.
I'm just not a big fan.
So you don't like people that can play their instruments?
No, I like plenty of people who can play their instruments. That's not, it's kind of little, there's a component of kind of that kind of forced virtuosity to it.
My name's Gavin. I called a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
Me? And I figured you might have grown out of your dislike for good music by now, but apparently you haven't.
My dislike for
good music.
For
you
good
and I
music.
got into a little bit of an argument a couple of years ago.
That's true, yeah.
And but apparently you're still, in the dark about, somebody that can play an instrument or somebody who, enjoys multiple styles of music.
Look, I have nothing against people being
you
good
gotta
at
respect, you got to respect these guys.
in what capacity?
I mean, they're all over the map, man. You got to respect that.
Respect the fact that they're all over the map?
Yeah,
not necessarily.
You came around to Bungle, right?
To Mr. Bungle?
Uh-huh.
No. I
Really?
did not. I definitely did not come around to Mr. Bungle. It's just not my kind of thing. I mean, what are you going to do?
What do you like?
I kind of like something that's things a little more, I don't know, a little more kind of basic.
Yeah, figures.
Well, name something that you like also. We'll see if we can find some common ground here.
John Zorn.
No. I think we talked about that last time. Not a John Zorn fan.
Well, it's your turn now, dude.
Oh, the White Stripes.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
That music's for people that sit down to pee.
People who sit down to pee.
Uh-huh.
So it's girl music?
Or men who sit down to pee, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not tough enough.
Just whatever, man. I mean, you know, you just might as well just like go listen to, I don't know,
To what?
J-Lo or something.
Sure, that's exactly the same. Give me another band.
Something I dig.
Yeah, something you dig.
Let's see. Trying to kind of, trying to think of something that we might both have
A little commonality.
Yeah, just trying to, maybe there's something. How about? Well, I mean, I'm really into the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow. Do you like that stuff? It's not really music, but
No, I hate that. The thing where they hammer the nails into their nose.
did you go to Burning Man?
No, I hate Burning Man. That's just. Did you go?
Man, I haven't missed a year, dude.
Burning Man. There's one coming up, isn't there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's yeah, that's not my scene at all. That's kind of like it's like a lot of people saying "look at me" at the same time in the middle of the desert.
What's your scene, dude? Like hanging out by the water cooler or something?
My scene. Yeah, I like to hang out by the water cooler. What is? I don't have a scene. I mean, why can't you understand that I just don't happen to like the music that you like? I mean, it's not the end of the world.
Here's a band that both of us I know there's no way you don't like, dude. Dillinger Escape Plan.
I think I've heard stuff in passing that I did not like. No, sorry.
Well, I'm glad to see you've progressed.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you haven't.
Wow.
What? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with a band? Do you like hard rock bands? You know, things like AC/DC?
It's just, I mean, that stuff's so simple.
Well, I mean,
a kid can make that stuff.
Well, really, a kid can't make it work like that. I mean, that's not the point of it. Is its simplicity, and it works because it's simple. I mean, you're calling it simple. I think you could call it unencumbered by this deliberate musicianship that you seem to.
What about? Hey, you know what? Hey, all right. What about movies, dude? You like movies?
Yeah, I like movies.
Let's talk about movies instead. This music thing's getting out.
We hit a wall with that.
Yeah, I don't know if we can go anywhere.
What kind of movies do you like?
I don't know, dude. I really like Kevin Smith.
Oh, Kevin Smith. Yeah, he's the film equivalent of that kind of music. Overwriting.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Kind of just overwriting this completely false sense of dialogue. It's like, no, nobody talks like that, right?
I don't know. I don't know where you go. I mean, I don't know about it.
Oh, you and your friends talk like that. That sounds
sometimes.
real to you, that dialogue in those movies.
Sometimes, dude. I mean, do you like Todd Solondz?
No, I don't. He's the guy who feels that everybody in the suburbs is a pervert. That he's on like some mission.
He's showing he's showing the underbelly, man.
Yeah, he's showing.
I mean, he's got his thumb on the pulse, dude.
Yeah, no,
he's showing the corrupt underbelly of the suburbs.
He has his thumb on the pulse of just going after a target that is just not even a target. I mean, he's like, I'm going to show that the suburbs are evil.
Well, yeah, I mean, somebody needs to do it.
Yeah, somebody needs to do it. That stuff is fiction. Well, that reads as real to you.
What about Requiem for a Dream? You like that movie, dude?
No, I definitely don't like that movie.
Man,
that movie.
You don't like realistic movies.
Oh man, I don't like movies that are dark. Right? Is that what you like? You like them when they're dark.
Man.
You like You like twisted stuff, right?
Because it's real.
Because it's twisted also. It's
real.
It's so messed up. First of all, it's not real at all. It's not even, it's like I would say, you probably get more reality if you went to go see, like, the Incredible Hulk movie rather than, happiness.
Wow, man.
What do you think about that, dude?
I think you're wrong. And I think you suck.
Thank you. What a... Oh. FMU, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Steve up at the Cavini Mart, and I was just calling to let you know that we have caught your son trying to purchase a barely legal magazine.
Me? He said, we got your son at the convenience store. And then I said, I don't have a son. And then he just yelled out that he got me. He didn't get me. FMU, you're on the air.
What's up, dude?
Not a whole lot. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Hey, nice work on that blackout.
What do you mean?
I mean, good going there.
In what regard?
I mean, I figure you probably had something to do with it. Would you, like, stick a fork in a socket or something?
For the blackout last week? No,
Uh-huh.
I had nothing to do with the blackout.
Right.
Well, how could I have had something to do with the blackout?
I don't know. I figured, somebody was... You know what I think actually caused the blackout?
What's that?
What caused the overload on the grids?
Yeah, what?
Your bad taste in music.
Wait, I recognize your voice. You've called before, haven't you?
A couple of times, yeah.
Yeah, and you're
Me, Gavin.
What's that?
My name's Gavin.
Gavin, yeah. Gavin, you're the one who's the fan of all those, those kind of proggy, overplaying bands, right? Like Mr. Bungle.
You mean like good music?
No, I mean like proggy, overplaying bands.
Oh, yeah, and you're the fan of all those, we only know 3 chords, and we sit down to pee bands.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a lot of the bands I like, I guess, are not man enough to outstay their welcome with every song they play.
Well, anyway, hey, let's not get off on the wrong foot here.
Okay, let's try to keep things civil.
What'd you do during the blackout?
Well, a lot of people were in the blackout. I was in New Jersey, so I avoided a lot of the blackout.
Did you have power?
For the most part, yes.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people.
So you caused the blackout, yet you had power.
Well, I don't think...
Dude, I'm just fooling around, man.
Okay, all right, Gavin. You're fooling around.
Uh-huh.
What did you do during the blackout?
I went up to a roof in Harlem and had a free jazz jam.
Okay.
For hours and hours.
Yeah, a roof in Harlem and had a free jazz jam.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude.
What instrument do you play?
I play guitar.
Uh-huh.
I can play anything I pick up, dude.
Really? So you just are that kind of super musician?
I'm an improvisational genius.
Uh-huh. So like, what kind of instruments were up there wailing?
Man, dude, we had like 8 guitars, 3 saxes, didgeridoo. What else, man? A couple of some bongos.
So
I mean, it was all acoustic, dude, but it was really loud and really awesome and totally free. It was great. Hey, you know what I think the best cover of all time is?
What's that?
Butthole Surfers covering Donovan.
Oh, their cover. What's that? Hurdy Gurdy Man?
Yeah, it's awesome,
right?
dude.
Yeah, that's really bad.
What do you mean, man?
I mean, it's just this. It's like the Butthole Surfers are doing this version of the song, which is kind of mocking it, but they couldn't write a song that good. Even though it's not that good, it's still better than anything they can come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they? Are they great songwriters?
The Buttholes? Yeah, I think so, man. Whatever. What
No, name one of their amazing compositions then.
the Bong Song, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just are real. They're kind of craftsmen.
Yeah, I'd say so. A craftsman of intensity.
Craftsmen of intensity.
They're so out there, man. You wouldn't be able to even begin to get your head around that.
I guess I'll have to concede. Yes, I'm not. I guess I'm. What am I? Just not free enough to get.
Man, yeah. I mean, you're a little too square.
Yeah, a little too square. Oh, I'm sorry. That I just can't. I can't wrap my head around what they're doing.
I mean, I like some structured stuff, and some more normal stuff. I mean, what do you like on the AmRep label?
On AmRep?
Yeah.
That's
about the best pop music there ever was.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call that pop music. I would say AmRep is really awful, and like you talk about a low batting average.
Come on, man.
Come on, like what?
Surgery?
Surgery had one good EP, and pretty much everything they did on AmRep was, they had a good single on AmRep, but that was
Janitor
about it.
Joe?
Janitor Joe, terrible.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. That's the guy from The Bastards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible.
Like you like your easy listening stuff, but man, like the AmRep roster, that's my Beach Boys.
That's your Beach. Oh, so
yeah, and then I go, anything.
So that's how
I just up. Like the intensity just gathers after that.
That's how hard you are, right?
That's right. Well,
just,
whatever, man. I mean,
I
know you're patronizing me, but
yeah, you just come so strong.
No, I just, I like challenging music. I like intense stuff. I'm not a simpleton.
Oh, I guess I am by your definition.
I'm not gonna go name calling, Oh, I mean,
well, you kind of are, but. The AmRep catalog has not stood the test of time by any stretch.
Man, okay.
Well, like Choke Bore?
What?
Choke Bore. A band like that. That's good.
Got it.
That's good stuff?
I like it.
Name some of your other favorites.
I dig it. Let's see. Man, the Cows were crazy.
The Cows. Oh my God. So awful.
Man, that stuff is nuts, man.
Yeah, it is nuts. But actually listening to the actual music, not the performance of the guys on stage.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, whatever. Maybe we just can't agree on anything. I mean,
well, as far as music goes, I think we're on two completely different tracks here.
Back to movies it is then. I mean, what do you think about John Waters?
Not a big fan.
Really?
Yeah.
And why is that?
I'm just not into it. It's like I kind of like a more deft touch.
Cecil B. Demented was genius.
Oh, so you like even late period John Waters?
I like it all, man.
You like it all?
Uh-huh. He's the spokesman of our times.
John Waters is.
Yes.
Do you also who else? Let me guess. You like Neil LaBute?
Who's that?
The guy who did like Your Friends and Neighbors or In the Company of Men. You ever see any of his movies?
That's all one of those. Those are kind of boring.
Yeah. Like the one where they were kind of like emotionally savaging that like deaf girl.
Well, too talky.
Yeah, too talky. But you are, if I remember correctly.
Love Fight Club.
Yeah. There you go. You just spoke volumes with that. Really,
man, that movie. Okay.
Kind of, it's deep, right?
That's the greatest movie of the past 15 years.
Sure, it speaks for you too, right? It speaks right to you.
It speaks for everyone.
Right to you, right?
It speaks right to everyone, whether you know it or not.
Yeah, because you're just collecting stuff. You're You're caught on a treadmill where all you can do is buy things. That's you, isn't it?
No, but it might be you.
Well, it's definitely not
I took the
me.
advice from that movie.
Yeah, that's maybe one of the most that's one of the most degrading, cynical movies I've ever seen. That movie's like pure garbage.
Huh.
And what are you eating there, by the way? You can't wait?
Yeah, I'm having my dinner.
Yeah, well, I understand you're probably really hungry. But, you're going to call a radio station. Maybe you can hold off.
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe you go put that Fight Club DVD on and listen to David Fincher talk about how much fun he had making fun of people with cancer.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
David Fincher, he's the classic I'm not funny, but I think I'm funny guy.
Huh. And we went over before, you don't like Kevin Smith, do you?
I hate Kevin Smith.
But how can you ignore such important movies of our times? How can you ignore movies that are basically mapping out the world, like the real stuff for you?
Yeah, like Dogma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or,
how can you, that's a comment right there.
A Dogma?
Yes.
Yeah, Dogma is a comment on one man hoodwinking like this small little cluster of dorks who are just desperate to be misled.
Okay. Well, you know what, dude?
What?
Why don't you run off to the video store after you loosen your tie a little bit and rent On Golden Pond, and maybe I'll talk to you later.
On Golden Pond, yeah. Yeah, because there's no middle ground between the garbage there's no middle ground between happiness and On Golden Pond.
I'm sure the local video store has ordinary people on hold for you.
Sure, yeah, because that's exactly. Why don't they just go rent
Legally Blonde or something?
Sure,
or
exactly.
Or
why don't they just go rent like a Rob Schneider movie? Because that's right.
Yeah, you'd probably like that stuff.
Yeah, I guess because that's the level I'm operating on. If I can't wrap my head around Fight Club,
you're operating on a different level than me. I mean,
is it a higher level or a lower level?
The one you're on?
Yeah.
It's a boring level.
It's a boring. Okay. So I'm just kind of like moping my way through life. But you
may wake up one day and realize, everything. You may wake up and realize, maybe I should have paid more attention.
Yeah, you're so brave. You're brave, right? Is that what it is?
I got some berries.
That's an awesome image.
Well, yeah, I don't know. What's so brave about what is that hippie stuff you were playing earlier?
Hippie stuff I was playing.
Yeah, Neil Young or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not yeah, that's just flawed and kind of pedestrian, right?
It's just boring.
Yeah, it's not on the edge. Hey, I really think the music that you're in, you should be pretty proud because all those rep bands made way. They were kind of the trailblazers for bands like Limp Bizkit.
Whatever. No, they weren't. And
Stained.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
No similarity whatsoever.
Plenty of similarity. Yeah. If this was 1992, Limp Bizkit would have a song on one of those Dope Guns singles.
Well, if this was 1992, I'm sure you'd be rocking out to Crisscross or something.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, again, no middle ground. I have to like a band, a rap group that was 2 8-year-olds, because I'm not hard listening to the
probably pretty easy for you.
The tough guy stuff you like. All right, tough guy.
What?
I said you're Mr. Tough Guy. Right?
Oh boy! Wow. Just Ugh. Ugh.
Well, thanks for blaming. You blame me.
You suck so hard. Ugh.
Oh, that's nice. Oh. FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Ken up here at the Shake It Shack, and I think we have your wallet. I think you left your wallet up here during our eggs, kegs, and legs.
Oh, I don't know. Shake
Sunday
It.
morning.
What is it? I don't even.
Yeah.
I've never been to a place called the Shake It Shack, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're Tom Sharpling, right?
Yes.
I'm looking. There's something else in your wallet here. I think it says, "Did you been cranked by the crank dog? Woo! The crank dog took a bite out of your ass on Z99." Well, I'm going for 4 on this guy, man. God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to have the FBI Green Club here tonight to sing our national anthem. Will you please rise?
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what those proudly we sailed as the twilight lands waning through the stripes and bright stars through the land of paradise.
All right,